the railroad. Perhaps the most important catalyst for settlement of the previously desolate Wild West. But while a few cities, such as the one I'm currently in, now exist because of the railroad, in many ways, the West is still very desolate and wild. Welcome to Billings, Montana's sole city with a population over 100,000 residents, and the most remote city outside of Alaska. Fort Collins, Colorado, at 497 miles away, or a 7-hour drive, is technically the closest city with a population over 100,000 residents. And that isolation, mixed with the long, dark, cold winters, is likely at least part of the reason that Billings is the most depressed city in America, with 31% of residents having been told by a professional that they are depressed. But is that just the statistic, or do the people of Billings genuinely seem miserable? Well, in a few minutes, I'm going to be meeting up with a local named Cy, who's going to show me all around his city, both the good and the bad, and introduce me to a few of his friends and other locals who can give you all a taste of what life is truly like in this cold, remote, and gloomy city. I mean, the sun is definitely out in full force today, but it is very, very cold. It is November the 20th, and the temperature is 22 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, Billings is located on the banks of the Yellowstone River here in south central Montana. The nearest city with a metro population over 50,000 residents is Bozeman, Montana, about 145 miles to the west. The nearest larger city with a metro population over 1 million residents is Salt Lake City, about 550 miles to the southwest. And as such, Billings serves the largest trade area in the contiguous United States. It's the trade and distribution center, medical and transportation hub, and largest retail destination for more than 125,000 square miles of rural Montana, Wyoming, and the Dakotas. And thus, it has a lot more amenities than most cities with just 120,000 residents, as around 500,000 people within a 4 to 5 hour drive all come to Billings as the main hub for services. Though why did Billings, far from any mountains in the northern plains, even become Montana's largest city in the first place? Well, the railroad. This here was the site of the original railroad depot back when Billings was founded in 1882. The modern building was put here in 1909 and is now an event venue as well as a museum about all things Billings and its history. And as you can see by these signs over here, feel free to pause and read, the railroad had a prominent role in this city's development. That truck is going very fast down a downtown street, but the area of the Yellowstone Valley that takes up a majority of modern-day Billings has been inhabited by various indigenous peoples since at least 2600 BC. And the Crow have inhabited the area since around 1700. The modern city was founded as a railroad town back in March 1882. At the time, there were no buildings, just this street, Montana Avenue, as well as another street on the other side of the railroad tracks. The reason Billings got its nickname Magic City, however, is because, like magic, it seemed to appear overnight. By October of the same year, there were nearly 200 businesses, 100 residences, 6 railroad homes, 2 churches, and 25 tents, with many more buildings under construction. This is because it was chosen as the western railhead of the Northern Pacific Railway, and 3 separate cross-country rail routes converged in Billings. The railroad wasn't the only reason for its growth, however, as soon thereafter, the discovery of oil and then later coal and natural gas in the region led to the population exploding from just 836 residents in 1890 to over 10,000 by 1910. And the city has continued to see steady growth ever since, also becoming the region's financial, medical, and cultural center. This here is one of the tallest buildings in Montana, the Doubletree by Hilton. Oh, look at that. The moon is shining. We are going to go and see the actual tallest building in Montana, as well as the tallest building for over 400 miles in any direction in just a little bit. But as you can see by the historical population numbers, Billings is still growing quite fast and has actually never seen a population decline in any decade. And a big reason for that is, despite not being near the beautiful mountains of Montana that all the tourists want to visit, the economy here is actually quite good. The median household income is over $70,000, whereas the Montana median is only around $63,000. The unemployment rate is just 3.1%. And the poverty rate is just 10.6%, which is below both the Montana average as well as the US average overall, which is around 11.1%. The median home value in Billings is around $387,000, which may seem expensive compared to many parts of the country, but keep in mind that is a very cheap home value for Montana. In Bozeman, for example, the median home value is $740,000. In Missoula, it is $560,000. And in Whitefish, near Glacier National Park, it is $900,000. So with pretty good economic prospects, as well as a lot to do compared to most cities with metro populations under 200,000 residents, why are so many people here depressed? And why is crime so high? The overall crime rate is 126% above the national average, and the violent crime rate is actually 151% above the national average. Well, Cy just messaged me that he's ready to show me around, so I'll let him explain. Oh, and if you're wondering, that building right up there is the first Interstate Center, built back in 1985 during Billings' construction boom. At 272 feet tall, it is the tallest building for over 400 miles in any direction. Yeah, Billings is very remote. Jeremiah, you're a local of Billings?
Yeah.
So it's quite a remote city here. Do you ever feel like you're isolated from the rest of the country?
Never really thought about it.
So you feel like you have everything you need in Billings?
Well, through like the internet, you can pretty much buy anything.
Do you enjoy living here overall?
Never really thought about it, but I guess.
And I read before coming here that Billings actually has the highest depression rate among cities with over 100,000 people. Would you say that's a pretty general sentiment here?
Depression rate?
Yeah.
I'm not sure what that is.
The amount of people that say they're depressed.
Oh, I don't know. I'm pretty fine myself, so I'm not sure about anybody.
Are there any changes you want to see come to Billings?
Not that I can think of.
So overall, it's just Billings it's kind of just what you're used to, and
yeah, pretty much.
Nothing like amazing about it, but nothing that you hate about it.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, Jeremiah.
Yeah.
Have a good one. Tanner, did you grow up in Billings?
No, I didn't. I ended up moving here a couple years back.
Oh, where are you from originally?
Great Falls.
Great Falls. You're from Montana originally.
Yep.
And why'd you end up coming to Billings? Just a job, or?
You know what? Good opportunities out this way.
What's your general take on Billings, sentiment in the town?
You know what? I think Billings is awesome. It's booming. It's vibrant. Good nightlife. Good people.
It's obviously a pretty remote city. Do you ever feel like you're trapped here, or?
No, not at all. It's pretty easy to get around Montana.
I've also heard a lot of people in the city are depressed. Have you heard about that?
Life is what you make it, man. Obviously, you need your vitamin D, but shit, I mean, it's nice. Got skiing, snowmobiling, anything you want. Ice fishing, hunting.
A lot of people have told me that Billings, apart from the downtown, is like a big suburb in a ways. Would you agree with that?
I would. I mean, it's definitely growing westward.
So overall, you think everything's going in a good direction right now?
Yeah, I think so.
Are there any changes you want to see come to Billings?
Make prostitution legal.
Thank you, Tanner.
All right.
Have a good one. There is certainly a homeless population in Billings. I just saw a police car pull over to talk to a few people at that encampment over there. And this is one of the back alleys just right next to downtown. Mattresses thrown away. But this is Cy. You were born and raised in Billings?
Yes, indeed.
And you're going to take me around your city now?
Yep. We're going to show you some of the good, some of the bad. Hopefully getting a good understanding of what the place is like.
Let's go.
All right.
So a fire truck is going off. This is the big medical transportation retail hub for all of Montana, right?
It is. Billings Clinic is actually the single largest employer in Montana.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So where's the first place you're taking me, Cy?
I think we're going to go to the Rims. It's the iconic landmark around Billings. If it's clear outside, you'll be able to see the Beartooth Mountains as well, which are about 60 miles to the southwest.
Oh, wow. I guess as someone from Billings, how has the city changed in your lifetime?
It's changed in a lot of ways. There's been a lot of new people coming in.
Oh, wow. There was a wreck right here.
Yeah, no good. But a lot of new people coming in, especially since COVID.
Mostly from Montana or other parts too?
A lot of Texans, a lot of Californians.
Oh, really?
A lot of people from elsewhere.
So the Californians aren't just going to Glacier and Missoula?
No, you'll see a lot of California plates around here.
And what's your opinion on that?
Honestly, I have a lot of friends here from California. I also spent time at a boarding school in my teenage years, mainly with people from California, so I have no bias. It's all in the individual.
Are there a lot of people here that don't like Californians?
Yeah, definitely. It's kind of the stereotypical like scapegoat community to hate on.
And so I read before coming here, Billings is the most depressed city. Are people, in your opinion, quite upset, or their mood is down and maybe that's why they want a scapegoat?
You know, I think there's some truth to that throughout Montana. In Billings, it might be a little more concentrated just because it is a population center. A lot of people just echo off of each other. There's always that groupthink mentality. This is a senior high school right here.
Oh, wow.
It's kind of the inner city high school.
Did you go to high school here?
I did for 1 year. Then I mainly schooled at that boarding school in North Idaho.
So then when did you come back to Billings?
That would have been 2009.
And so obviously it gets very cold here. Today's a sunny day, but there's a lot of dark, cold, gloomy winters. Do you think that has an effect on people's psyche?
Oh, definitely.
Does it have an effect on your psyche?
Sometimes. If there's no snow and it's just bleak, yeah, it does kind of suck. But I snowboard. I fish all winter when I can.
Like ice fishing?
Less ice fishing, mainly open water, to be honest with you.
Like rivers or?
Yeah, tailwaters, so places below dams. I know a few secret spots in southwestern Montana that don't freeze over.
During the winter months, a lot of people keep busy with outdoor recreation and whatnot?
I would say less so in Billings. But
people don't really here?
No. I would say that's one of the main reasons that it's just kind of depressed. I mean, a lot of people don't even know what's around here, which is a shame because that's really most of what there is to do.
I mean, Montana overall is just a beautiful state, like everywhere.
Absolutely.
Even the plains part, like with the Badlands and everything.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, even up on the High Line around Fort Peck.
Oh, yeah, I was just up there. It's gorgeous up there.
It is. That's the largest dam in the United States.
Yeah.
The person I wanted to introduce you to later is who I've been up there with. He's an interesting character.
Are there a lot of interesting characters in Billings?
I'd say we're all interesting characters. And this is part of the campus of MSU Billings.
So Montana State University, is that the smaller university here?
It's the bigger one in town, but I don't really know what the attendance is of MSU Bozeman versus U of M in Missoula.
But the MSU in Bozeman's bigger than this MSU?
Yes.
I've noticed there's a lot of plants emitting smoke. Do you know what those are? Like the huge industrial area.
That's I think ConocoPhillips right there. Just gas refinery. There's several in Yellowstone County.
So is natural gas and oil and coal even, is that still a big thing here?
Not so much coal. In southeastern Montana, there's a coal plant and refinery, but around here it's natural gas and petroleum. And oh yeah, you can see the beartooths today.
Oh wow! They have snow already. I mean, obviously it's cold up here in Montana, but
that's the highest range in Montana as well.
That's higher than Glacier.
Yep. By thousands of feet. From the valley floor in Billings to the highest peak is like 7,000 plus difference.
So there's obviously snowboarding, skiing up there, right?
Yep, there's a resort. We might be able to see it. Yeah, I can kind of see it. I'll point it out to you.
Oh, this is Billings Airport.
Yep.
And are there quite a few flights out of here, or is it mostly just like to Denver?
Honestly, it's mainly to hubs like that, you know.
Got some frost on the floor, or is that snow?
That's snow.
Oh wow, snowed yesterday.
Yeah, a lot of times the difference in temperature from the valley floor to the top of the rims is substantial enough to hold snow up here when it's not down there. This is a brand new trail system called, I think, the Skyline Trail. This used to be kind of a sketchy part of town. Just along the rims, there'd be people up to no good.
And are there a lot of sketchy parts in Billings?
Not really. There's the central part of town where I live has become a little sketchy, but mainly the north side and what people call the south side. There's been some stuff going down there the whole time I've lived here, including gang activity, believe it or not.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
So is crime like an issue in Billings?
Most people would say so who live here, honestly.
Okay. So a lot worse than other parts of Montana.
I don't know what the actual crime rate is here compared to Missoula and Bozeman, but it's definitely substantial. I've heard it's like 1 in 19, 1 in 20 people experience violent crime here.
Oh, wow.
During their time living here.
Have you ever experienced crime against you?
Yeah, I've had a few hairy moments. I've been robbed at gunpoint in Billings, actually.
Wow.
Yeah. My car was stolen a few years ago and returned to me in disrepair.
Wow.
Yeah, recovered, I should say. It wasn't returned to me. Honestly, I count myself lucky because people are getting killed by drunk drivers and all kinds of stuff out here all the time, so could be worse.
Is alcoholism a major problem?
Definitely. I don't remember if we're still in the top 10, but at one point we were in the highest alcohol sales per capita in the nation. Most of it's casual, social lubrication, just people kind of getting together, having some beers, but there have been people in my life who take it a little too far.
Okay. So it's not just like going to the bar, it's people like stocking up and just drinking at home?
Definitely some of that.
And I've noticed also there's a lot of casinos in Billings.
It's the scourge of town. If you go down Grand Avenue, which is one of the main business centers of town, there is at least one per block. I don't frequent these places, but it is a large population that is actually going to the casinos, it seems. Let's stop by Zimmerman Park real quick.
Okay. So would you say there's kind of a split in the city? Half the city really likes outdoor recreation and does stuff outside, and then half the city
just kind of down in the dumps. Yeah, there's some crossover there too. Even right now, it's just kind of a random day. There's people at this park.
Yeah, obviously, it's cold. It's like 27 degrees now, but the sun's out.
Yeah.
Is that normal in the winter?
Honestly, in my lifetime, I would say so. We don't get heavy snowfall most years compared to Bozeman gets a lot more snow. Yeah, this is a really cool spot. There's a pretty good trail network that starts over here and connects to the Skyline Trail we just saw.
So do a lot of people bike out here?
Oh yeah, that's one of the main recreational activities that's entrenched in the city's culture. Mountain biking, biking in general. This area is cool because you can do both, like casual, paved riding, and then there's also some pretty gnarly mountain biking this way.
There's some trails right here. And is this one of your favorite spots in town?
It's definitely one of them. I love the rims in general.
So all these cliffs are called the rims?
Yep.
And there's just parks all along them. How many miles do you know? How is the whole stretch?
Oof, I mean, it's a good 20 miles, I would say, here in town. But the rims actually extend from Park City, Montana to almost to Hysham, which, that's got to be at least 80 miles.
You were talking about earlier how you've driven up to Fort Peck 4 hours away just to go fishing.
Oh, yeah.
Would you say in Montana it's a little different? Distances are a little different? 4 hours is nothing?
Absolutely. Can't even tell you how many day trips I've made just to like Big Sky or Showdown.
Oh, how far is Big Sky?
It's 3 hours.
So you go there in the morning, you ski, and then you come back?
Yep. I did that like 10 times last season.
These are the Bighorn Mountains, you said?
This is the Beartooths.
Oh, Beartooths.
The Bighorns are this way. We should be able to see them today,
you can see the Bighorns too. Those are in Wyoming, right?
Yep, they are. It's like 100 miles away.
Holy. Billings is a lot closer to the mountains than I thought. You always hear about it being the plains of Montana.
I mean, there's the Pryor's 30 miles away. There's the Beartooth 60. And then north of town, there's the Snowies as well.
Yeah, no, this is beautiful up here.
Yeah, I really dig it.
So you enjoy overall living in Billings now?
I do.
Would you ever see yourself moving somewhere else?
I've considered it even in recent years, but when I put down the pros and cons list and think about what's important to me, I'd at least be, still in Montana, like the Flathead region, like Kalispell, Whitefish, and then even Red Lodge in the valley adjacent to the Beartooth. That's a good little town too.
It's right by Yellowstone, right?
It's
right by the
Beartooth Pass. Yeah. Let's see if we can get a view of Red Lodge from here. You can sometimes see the runs.
Like the actual ski resort?
Yeah.
So obviously, this is all newer development. I've heard Billings in a lot of ways, like the downtown's nice, but apart from that, it's like a giant suburb.
Yeah, it reminds me of like the suburbs of Denver. There's some character, especially along the rims here. A lot of these houses, they've been here for, my whole life at least.
Are most of the new businesses chains, or do a lot of local businesses also come up?
There's a bit of both. There's definitely a fair bit of chain restaurants and things like that, but there's always some entrepreneurial person trying to start a business, and a lot of times they are successful. There's a cool restaurant called Spitz downtown.
I've noticed there's a lot of local chain coffee stores like Black Dog and Masevo,
yeah. They're local here as well. Do you know City Brew?
We just drove by it, yeah.
That's a chain that started here.
So there are a lot of coffee drinkers here?
Yeah, especially in the winter when it's,
What's your favorite season in Billings?
Spring, for sure. The fishing gets really good midway through April up until runoff really starts when all the snow starts melting. And I just enjoy it. Yes, here we go. This is the spot.
There's not many people up here though, huh?
No, but I like that.
Are those the Pryors over there?
That's the Pryors, and then those are the Bighorns farther over.
Oh, that's 100 miles.
Yep.
Holy.
That's like Sheridan, Wyoming. And then between those two mountain ranges, there's a really cool area called Bighorn Canyon. I want to say the highest point off of the water is like 1,200 feet. It's major.
So have you done a fair amount of traveling?
A decent amount. I'm not as well traveled as some people, but at least through the state, I've seen quite a bit. I lived in North Idaho for a little while, 6 months in Costa Rica as a teenager as well.
Oh, wow.
And then I've been all over kind of the central part of the country as well. I drove to East Tennessee last year.
So you've been to like bigger cities?
Oh yeah.
Do you find that Billings has everything you need in a city?
For the most part. I kind of laugh at people who say there's nothing to do. There's plenty to do outdoors, I tell you what, but then there's most of the same amenities you'd find elsewhere. There's no like Six Flags or anything like that, but there's downtown.
Downtown's all the way over there. Yeah, wow, this valley's actually kind of wide.
Yeah, steep walls too, as you can see.
Yeah. That is downtown Billings. There's a lot of that refinery, huh?
Yeah, there's another one if you look off to your right.
Oh yeah, right there. Wow.
Yeah, that's near Laurel, Montana.
And is that a Mormon church down there?
It is, the Mormon temple.
Are there a lot of Mormons in town?
I wouldn't say it's like South Idaho or Utah or anything, but I mean enough to...
And then are these... That's construction, huh?
Yeah, that's new stuff going up. A lot of people coming in, roads busier, a lot of new developments.
And overall, you think that's a positive for the community?
I think so. I welcome new opinions coming in. I mean, I am only a first-generation Montanan myself. Mm-hmm. My mom is from Wyoming, my dad's from Philadelphia, so I can't hate. Most people here haven't been here long, and that's the truth.
And do you say most of these new people are excited to be here?
Oh yeah, definitely. Okay. My buddy Mike, who moved from Corpus Christi, Texas, loves it here.
Do most people move here for a job or just because of the outdoor recreational?
He moved here for using it for a hub for outdoor recreation, honestly, and he gets after it.
I guess, yeah, life's whatever you make it, right? If you're... Oh yeah. There's always stuff to do no matter where you are if you're
absolutely.
You have the mindset.
I really wanted to give you a good experience when you came up here. There's a lot of shitheads you could have run into, so.
And why do you think that is?
Various reasons. I mean, drugs and alcohol.
So drugs are a big issue too.
Oh yeah, there's meth like quite a bit here. Pretty much my whole life that's been talked about as a main problem in the city. I think nowadays there's a little bit better of a situation just with more help available. And
so is there a big homeless population in Billings?
Relatively large for where we are. I really feel bad for them this time of year.
Yeah, no, like, are there shelters or do people like die from the cold out here?
Both are true. There is a shelter, but people do die once in a while. There's my mom's place where I had you park. It's now defunct, I think, but there was a place called The Hub, which was homeless services. Growing up adjacent to that was at times tumultuous. I mean, I've seen a lot of public exposure and people getting robbed, people getting beat up, but I think a lot of it really is the same problems you'll find anywhere, just a little bit more concentrated, being that we're in a smaller city.
But it's the biggest city in the area, so a lot of people from all over the state congregate here?
Yeah, somebody I worked with once said, because of there already being people up to no good, it attracts people from elsewhere to do the same. Right now we're going to go down Zimmerman Pass or Zimmerman Trail, and it's a little cut through the rims to get back to the valley floor. It's pretty cool.
Obviously during the winter months, sometimes even the interstate closes from wind and snow and whatnot, right?
Yeah. Do
you ever feel like trapped here, cabin fever, that sort of?
Not really. I do if I can't leave town at all, but even if the interstate closes, I can still usually make it up to Red Lodge. The interstate just kind of takes you to Bozeman and Big Timber and all those.
They're a lot higher than they seem from the valley floor, huh?
The rims, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, I think the highest point of the rims off of the valley floor is like 600 feet. This side, it's not as tall, but where we're headed, it's a bit higher.
What was that story you wanted to tell earlier?
Oh yeah, kind of to give idea of the zeitgeist of town and why some people may be somewhat depressed, seeking help, is just that they're not aware of what there is around here. At one point, my girlfriend was talking to her boss at the time about taking like class pictures for her kids or something, but they went up to Zimmerman Park where we just were. Apparently it was the first time they ever heard of it or had ever been on the rims, and these are people who grew up in Billings. Really? So yeah, it's just kind of ignorance.
So a lot of people, even though you're surrounded by all this, just don't even take advantage of it at all.
Oh yeah, that's kind of the problem. I think that's a lot of the reason why people are unhappy. I mean, there's plenty of people who get after it as well, people who are doing good things to help the community as well.
Is there a big artist community in this city?
It's growing. Music-wise, there's a little bit of everything, believe it or not, from the obvious like country, bluegrass, all the way to electronic music, anything.
So there's like raves in Billings?
Oh yeah.
Really? Okay.
Oh, yeah. There's been a couple legendary ones just right by my house in an abandoned dollar theater.
Okay.
That was like 10 years ago, but they're legendary.
Are there a lot of young people in town? Obviously a lot less than I'd assume Bozeman, Missoula.
Yeah, it's still a college town, but it's less traditional students, especially at MSUB. It's a lot of people who are a little older.
Oh, this building looks very new.
This is one of the areas of town that's getting a lot of new development.
These are all brand new. Would you say the cost of living is getting unaffordable, or is it?
It's still pretty good compared to other areas of Montana, like particularly Bozeman is getting out of hand. Big Sky, just south of there, the median home price is like $3.1 million.
Holy.
Yeah, but there's a bit of that here as well. I think the largest home in Montana is actually in Billings. It has a legendary story, actually. I don't know if I should tell it. I guess it's public knowledge.
Can we go by do you know where it's at?
Yeah, do you want to see it?
Yeah, let's go see it. So these are the rims we just were up on, probably somewhere
right up there.
Around there. Oh, here's one of the Macevos. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, this area has grown a lot in my life. This was just farmland 15 years ago. There's, you know, the occasional little hole in the wall. Like, this is the Red Door here.
Okay.
This is occasionally used as a comedy club, which is kind of cool. It's, of course, a casino, but...
A lot of casinos.
Yeah, imagine that.
Another liquor store casino right here. Wow.
Yeah.
So you've never been to one of these casinos?
No, aside from to see a comedy show at the Red Door, and then there was a really good Mexican restaurant called La Palmita that was in a casino.
So are there some very wealthy people in Billings?
Definitely. There's several families that owned a lot of land out here. There's people in the oil business, there's doctors, there's quite a few people making good money here. I assume a lot of them are happier than average. I don't know, because money doesn't buy happiness, they say. I don't know. It is a useful tool, though.
Would you say people work a lot here? Like when I was in rural Montana, it seemed like everyone kind of worked 3 or 4 jobs.
Yeah, I would say it's pretty common for people to have 2 jobs in Billings. It is also common for people to hold down a full-time job, though, so I think we're in a decent spot as far as the job market. Personally, I really wish there was some more opportunity for outdoor-related...
Like tourism.
Yeah, like on the river, on the rims. I would be very happy to be like a fishing guide or something.
Oh, yeah.
And that market's pretty untapped, but I would love to do that.
Is there stuff you can farm here, or is it mostly ranch?
There are some things that are farmed. Like in the last 10 years, people started growing quinoa towards the Blue Creek.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It does really well here, apparently. But then wheat, of course, is a big thing in Montana.
Wheat.
Oh, weed. Oh, weed too. Weed as well. Cannabis is a big...
Well, it's been legal a few years here, right?
Yeah, 2020. This bit of rims on the left here is also a park. It's called Phipps Park. It's a disc golf course.
Wow.
Yeah, they used to do paintball as well.
So are there a lot of groups and clubs for people to get together?
I would say it's kind of lacking, to be honest with you. At least in the activities I'm interested in, it's kind of every man for himself.
People in general not as welcoming as other places you've been?
Honestly, it's more welcoming than some places I've been, but it is kind of cliquey. There's definitely, gatekeeping would be a good word.
So it's not like a place where if you have a similar interest, it's just like, oh yeah, let's go do this. It's not like that.
It can be tough to find people to do stuff with, but that is changing with some of the newer businesses that are out here. Like REI came to town a few years ago.
Oh, there's an REI in town?
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah, they help organize things like that. As far as like sports go, ball sports, there are definitely clubs, some good organization there. But mountain biking, snowboarding, kind of every man for himself. I think a lot of it would come down to people's changing that negative energy and putting it forth into constructive energy for the community, building up Billings instead of talking down on it.
Oh wow, there's a plane taking off right now.
Oh yeah.
Would you say there's more people who have a negative sentiment overall, or they like this city and want it to keep growing?
Honestly, the word that came to mind is, I would say people have a defensive mentality. People want to like it and they want to defend it, especially when somebody from Missoula or Bozeman's like talking shit about it. There's definitely negativity at times, but a lot of it just depends on who you're around. If you're just working a 9 to 5 and all you do is talk to your coworkers, it's probably not going to be the most exciting place to be.
So there's a lot of people here that don't have hobbies.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Oh wow. Here is the biggest house in Billings, or one of the most expensive homes?
Yeah, I think it is the biggest home in Yellowstone County.
And what was the story you wanted to tell about this place?
Kind of paraphrasing, but this was built by a mining tycoon kind of guy, I guess, to finance this place. He faked his own death and lost the home.
So it was like life insurance almost.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I think it was originally built for like 30 million and it just sold for like 13. Like, it lost a lot of value.
And when was it built, do you know?
Early 2000s, I want to say.
Oh, so it's not even that old. Wow.
No, behind it, there's a massive pool area that I'm sure would be a fantastic place to get bit by a rattlesnake in the summer.
Are there a lot of rattlesnakes out here?
There are.
Are there other dangerous animals?
Mountain lions. I've had a hilarious encounter with one when I was like 12. I was at a cabin near Red Lodge and I stepped outside in the middle of the night because I couldn't find the restroom. I'm like midstream and I just notice a feeling like something's looking at you. Look up and maybe 30 feet from me, there is a mountain lion standing broadside to me just staring. I think maybe the stream stopped for a second and I had to do my business and go inside without causing a fuss, but yeah, it was scary. And then I've had some bear encounters as well. There are occasionally black bears on the south end of town. There was one shot in town like 5 years ago.
I just looked up that home. I think it is a 6-bed, 8-bath, 12,000 square feet.
Woo! At one point I thought I wanted to live out here and...
Oh, it's just far from everything.
It is. Yeah, it would suck in the winter.
Most people have to drive everywhere here, right?
Oh yeah.
No public, or is there public transit?
Yeah, there is. It's getting better too. It's called the Met. It is a bus system, and it's a little rough, but for the core of town, it's decent.
So I have heard from others, a lot of people in Montana don't really know how to drive, especially in a city.
There's definitely some of that. I actually got T-boned not too long ago, just going through a light like this, just not even a changing light, because somebody came flying through their red light and smoked me. He was from out of town. I think he was from northern Wyoming, actually. This is Gregory Hills, Cameron Park area. This is mid-range. I wouldn't say it's like the ritziest part of town, but it's typical suburban off down to our right.
Yeah, no, these are nice homes, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I guess the interesting thing for me, you're taking me to one of the less nice neighborhoods now, but from what I gathered, the incomes are actually quite good, unemployment's quite low. It surprises me that there's so many people who maybe aren't the happiest here.
Yeah, I think first impressions are positive here. It's just that when you spend a lot of time here, you'll see people in a slump. You know, they don't get out and do the things we're doing today. There are theaters, both movie and performing arts. There's concerts all the time.
The downtown seems pretty nice.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's gotten nicer in my lifetime. Cool venues and some cool restaurants. There's like a whole brewery district where you can walk from one to another all through downtown. I don't drink. I haven't had a drink in 3 years, but...
Oh, wow. Congratulations.
Thank you. I used to love that, though. It was really fun. Well, this is Rocky Mountain College right here. This is the...
Community college.
This is the Catholic school.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So what was it like growing up in a place like this?
Honestly, I had a really fun childhood. Parents split when I was pretty young, so I kind of had like the double experience. On my mom's side, we had a lot of music influence, and there was always instruments around the house. There was always some soul music playing, people practicing and people singing. It was really fun. And then my dad kind of instilled the love of nature in me going into the mountains. I love all those things still to this day. I think I had a really lucky, good upbringing, and part of that is just virtue of being here. Especially when I was younger, crime was lower. There was still a meth problem. I think that's been long entrenched in Billings, but it's not as bad as people make it out to be.
Another casino?
Yeah, this is the road I was talking about earlier where there's one on every block.
Oh, really? A casino on every block here?
I think just about. Let's give it a...
So some stats I wrote down before coming here. Billings has 23.53 gaming machines per 1,000 people, which is the 5th highest rate in the nation. There are over 130 casinos, like full-fledged casinos in a city of 120,000 people.
That's absurd. This one's closed down, but this was...
That was a casino right there?
I think so.
Yeah, casino right here. Wow.
Yeah. If you go back the other way, there's a ton of them.
Do people just like casino hop, I guess?
I think so. This is one of the cooler views of downtown coming up here.
Oh yeah, there's the big building.
Yep, Interstate building. I don't know if it's still true, but at one point that was the tallest building within like the surrounding several states.
Oh yeah, it's the tallest building for 400 until you get to Boise, Idaho.
Wow.
For over 400 miles.
That's insane. Senior high school here.
Oh yeah, we drove by there earlier. I guess talking about young people, you have a partner now?
I do.
How is the dating scene in Billings?
Very alcohol-based.
Really?
I actually met my partner in Big Sky. We worked together at the resort. We've been together 6 years now. So
wow.
She's from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, actually.
So we are driving downtown. How often do you come downtown?
Pretty much every day, just because my mom lives down here. Not often as far as doing stuff. I don't like hanging out down here where there's traffic. I used to frequent the breweries quite a bit, do that whole thing.
So it's pretty lively down here, especially on the weekends.
It sure is, except Sundays. Sundays, a lot of stuff is closed.
Really?
Yeah. The few places that are open are usually popping, like the Brew Pub, Montana Brewing Company.
So in bigger cities, a lot of hip places to hang out aren't the downtown. Downtown's more businesses where people work. Is that the same here, or?
There's a little of both. Like music venues, that's going to be mainly down here. The pub station, big concerts are held at the Metra, which I think it seats like 12,000 people.
Oh, that's big. Wow.
That's pretty big, yeah.
Are there sports teams in town?
Yeah, there's an arena football, Billings Outlaws. I think they just won their whole season, whatever their Super Bowl is. I think they won it. There's also a decent baseball team here.
Oh, it's a minor league baseball
team?
Yeah,
the Billings Mustangs. There's a cool spot called Wild Ginger. It's like sushi and kind of stuff, but they have a little stage and sometimes there's music there.
Is there pretty good diversity to the food scene here?
I wish there was more, but it's pretty decent. I mean, we've got a few Thai restaurants, sushi, ramen. All right, so as soon as we cross the tracks, this is
the sketchier part of town.
We're starting to get in there. The rescue mission is right up here, the homeless shelter. Now it's getting cold, but there's usually people out on the street all over the place down here.
So is there a big homeless encampment area, or is it just kind of like interspersed throughout the city?
It's kind of interspersed. So here's some people homeless.
I noticed earlier there were like 2 homeless people and then a police car talking to them. Do they move them off certain
A lot of the time
blocks?
they get kicked out of wherever they are. Places down here, property owners are, I don't know if they even care.
So this is one of the refineries?
I don't know which one this is, but yes, kind of run down. I don't know if this was coal or what it was. You can see it's a little more industrial down here.
So railroad still has a big impact on the town.
Yes, definitely. That's the whole reason the town's here. There is a spot, I don't know if it'd be a great idea, but known as the 300 block, and it is an actual gang neighborhood.
Oh, it's a gang neighborhood.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, look at these refineries going.
Yeah, we'll get right up next to them here.
Before coming here, I looked up that the largest or the second largest number of Native Americans are actually in Billings.
Oh, really? That doesn't surprise me, to be honest. I went to school with a lot of people from both the Crow and Cheyenne reservations, which are to the southeast, and there are quite a few Native people.
Would you say the community is quite well integrated, or is there a lot of racism?
There's definitely some racism. This area to the south here is probably the sketchiest part of town. You know, it's kind of hit or miss in all these neighborhoods. You'll be normal people, and then there'll be like a gang house or a trap house. Yeah, one time I rode my bike down here with my brother and got a flat tire, and I was just sketched out.
Was it nighttime?
Yes, it was like probably 4 in the morning. I think this is Orchard School. I can't remember the name of it.
Got kids out and playing.
Yeah.
There's a little shed over there.
Yeah, a little farther down the block, I think it's a little sketchier. But as you can see, it's pretty tame.
Yeah.
It's not like we're in like North Philly or...
Doesn't seem terrible, no.
So this is First Interstate Arena. What is it you were saying? Who plays
They call
there?
it Metro Park. It's an arena for rodeos and concerts and everything else. There's a convention center as well.
Hockey or basketball in there?
Yeah, the Billings Bulls still play. It's a local hockey team. And here's the pub station right up here. This is one of the music venues.
Okay.
You actually get some decent stuff.
Do big name artists come to Billings?
Once in a while. Snoop Dogg did a Christmas concert here one time.
Really?
Here's the courthouse.
Oh, county courthouse.
Yeah, this is the police station here.
City Hall. Yeah, the downtown feels a lot bigger than a city of 120,000 people.
For sure. This is something you'll see far too often in Billings and in Montana. Missing Indigenous women, especially around the Crow, Cheyenne, and Blackfoot reservations.
Yeah, sad. Real sad.
This is the sugar beet refinery, which is honestly one of the bigger cash crops around here. These are all sugar beets right here, I think.
Wow.
Yeah. Look at
Holy. I mean, much better than corn syrup, right?
Yeah, really it's the same thing as cane sugar. I'm not really sure why there's the distinction.
Like, obviously it's very industrial, but I think it's really aesthetic.
It's kind of cool.
It's like the backdrop of the rims with this
Yeah.
smoke. Oh, it smells though.
Oh yeah.
It's got a
Smells
potent
like money.
smell.
Oh, see that building right there? That's one of the only
dispensary.
Yeah, it's one of the only ones in town because they actually passed an ordinance to prevent them being in city limits. So
Would you say most people in Billings are conservative or like libertarian conservative?
there's a good mix of both, but from people I know, it's far more on the libertarian side of things.
So most people would like weed everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, it passed. It's just here in town, there's kind of a sentiment to, keep it away from kids and stuff, which I understand.
Yeah, but you have to be like 21 to go inside a
Yeah,
place,
that's
right?
the thing.
Do you know what this big plant is back there? Is that natural gas?
That is, I think, the Conoco. That's ConocoPhillips or Exxon, one of the two. This area to our right, this is called Colson Park, and it's going to be...
There's a trail.
Yeah, and they're developing it. There's going to be an amphitheater and like a playground and shit. It's
So a lot of money's coming to Billings.
Oh yeah.
Do you see it getting to like a Boise size one day?
I don't know if it will quickly, but at some point, absolutely.
Oh, this is the Yellowstone.
Yep, there it is.
Holy, the water's like turquoise, green.
Beautiful. It's cold too.
You've gone swimming?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I've jumped in that thing. Honestly, it varies a lot. Like in summer, it can get close to 80 degrees, the water temperature.
Does
And
it freeze over in the winter?
It does, mostly.
Oh, wow.
You definitely don't want to go walking around on the banks though, because it's like overhang.
I've heard it's the longest
Undammed river in the
undammed river
nation.
in the US, yeah.
It's like 690 miles.
Probably looks pretty similar to when People first came through this area.
Yeah, this area that we're headed is called Four Dances Recreational Area.
And is that from a Native American tribe?
Yeah, it's, I believe, named in honor of the Crow, and it's a pretty big area. There's trails going all the way down to the river, and then just for miles to the south. Also on this road, there's a spot called Pictograph Caves State Park. There's petroglyphs and pictographs in a series of caves in the rims. It's really cool.
Yeah, this is beautiful. You can see the airport all the way over there.
Oh yeah, you can tell we're a little higher than the north rims over here, because you're looking down on them almost.
Yeah.
This is
Four Dances recreation area.
Yeah, there's a
gravel road. So November 20th today, the day we're filming this, when does real winter arrive?
It depends on the year. Within a couple weeks, there's going to be ski resorts open. At higher elevation, it's winter. Down here, usually between Thanksgiving and Christmas, we start getting snow, like for real. But last year, there was a really gnarly deep freeze in like October.
Wow.
I'm talking like sub-zero, 20 below.
Oh, in October?
In October.
What's the coldest you've experienced here?
With wind chill, negative 45, negative 50, I want to say. Yeah, it's no joke.
It's so quiet up here. Wow.
Yeah, it really is. I love it.
I'm going to put my microphone next to the floor, but you can hear the crunching of the snow. It is so quiet. So do you mind the winters here, or do you actually enjoy them?
I kind of enjoy them. Aside from the driving, those first few times it snows, I really don't like being out there. But other than that, I love it. I like going up to the mountains. I still kind of get after it doing the same stuff I would. Plus I get to add the snowboarding aspect. So
you said the coldest you've experienced was negative 40, negative 45.
Yeah.
Is that a common thing, like every winter, or is that like a fluke?
I wouldn't say it's a fluke. It'll happen a few times every other winter. So last year was really weird. We had a couple savage deep freezes, and then other than that, it was pretty mild.
What's the usual temperature around, say, like February?
I mean, it's nice if it's like 20 degrees. That's
like during the day, 20 would be
yeah.
nice. In the heart of winter, how early does it get dark?
Maybe 4 o'clock, 4:30.
And then are people mostly just indoors after that?
You'd be surprised. It definitely is a little bit of a nightlife. I say night, it's like 5 p.m. But
yeah.
There's people going out to dinner and whatnot.
But by like 9, 10, the city's pretty dead?
I would say so. Yeah, way over there on the horizon is the Bull Mountains. See that? Just kind of that hump over there. There was a bad fire out there a couple of years ago.
Are wildfires pretty common out here?
Not usually close to town, but yes, in Montana there's a lot of wildfires, and we get smoke here in town every year. Oh, there's a pheasant.
Oh, wow.
Super cool.
Are you a bird watcher? You know all the birds?
I know a lot of the wildlife around here.
Oh, another one.
Yeah, another one. That's the female. Know a really good spot to see moose, the Lake Fork of Rock Creek. They're always up there.
Have you seen wolves?
I've seen tracks of wolves. I've never seen wolves in the wild. Really like wildlife. I was actually a zookeeper at Zoo Montana for a little while.
Okay. Is that here in Billings?
Yep. I've worked with animals kind of off and on in my life. Birds of prey, beavers, otters. We have the Audubon Center. They're kind of like a bird-oriented group. Have a campus down on the river. There are Yellowstone Art Museum, which is free for the next couple of years.
Oh, wow.
And then there's the Western Heritage Center. You can get a good idea of the history of the area there.
There's the refinery.
Lockwood.
Lockwood.
Yep. There's the Priors right there.
Little bluffs, Pryor Mountain Range, and then right over this hill here we have downtown Billings. Wow. And the Yellowstone River. That's so crazy. As soon as you go over, you hear the cars on the highway. On the other side of that hill, though, it's just silence.
Yeah. You gotta check it out over here.
Yeah, the footprint of the refinery is like bigger than downtown, huh?
Oh yeah. Adjacent to it, there's a feed lot. You see that? Where cattle goes before it's butchered.
Oh. Yellowstone Valley, where Billings is located, is a canyon carved out by the Yellowstone River around 80 million years ago. During the last million years, the river carved its way down through the stone to form the rim rocks, or the rims.
You get a really good view of the river over here.
Oh, and the river, wow.
Oh yeah.
Does it fill up higher in the springtime?
Oh, big time. It's low. It's at about 3,000 CFS right now. The highest I've ever seen it is 70,000.
The Yellowstone River, do you know where this starts and where it dumps into eventually?
Yeah, it starts at an area called Thoroughfare Creek above Yellowstone Lake, just outside of the Yellowstone National Park boundary in Wyoming. And it ends at its confluence with the Missouri River just outside of Williston, North Dakota. This is the water treatment plant right here as well.
Oh, so your water comes from the river?
Yep.
And then I'm sure if you go that way, what, another 50 miles before you run into another town?
I think the next town to the south is Level, Wyoming. It's got to be like 70 miles.
Okay. The air temperature is now 35 degrees Fahrenheit, but with the sun out, it feels a lot warmer. And although the stats say a huge percentage of the city of Billings struggle with depression, at least according to you, Cy, the city is just whatever you make of it.
Your attitude is something you're always going to take with you no matter where you are. You might as well make the best of it. One thing about the whole depression metric that has been less talked about is detection bias. Basically that a statistic can be skewed by the detection of it. With something like mental health, somebody seeking help for it, that is it being detected. So even though we have that metric as the highest number of depressed people per capita, it's based on the metric being people seeking help. So
Yeah.
is it really that it's the most depressed city, or is it that it's the most open about being treated for such things?
And so you'd say it's pretty common to go to therapy. And
Yeah, I think pretty much everybody that I know here at least knows somebody who has sought help for psychiatric treatment or therapy. So maybe compared to other parts of the Mountain West, it could be in a better position simply because people are seeking help for it.
maybe the fact that it's the most depressed city is actually a positive because it means people are actually seeking help for their depression.
Yeah.
But thank you so much to Cy for showing me around Billings. Leave a like if you enjoyed my adventure here. Comment down below any other places in the Mountain West you want me to check out, and I will see you all in around a week for my next adventure. Where's this dispensary up here you're saying? Oh, right there, Elevation probably.
Oh, yeah.
That sounds like a weed name. So do you think since weed's been legalized here, depression's gone down a little bit?
I would say so. How could it not?